Hey everybody, welcome back to Mr. and Mrs. Ace of Traits. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't yet, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Also, go ahead and turn on those notifications so you know whenever we post a new video. Today, we're going to be working with this washing machine right here. We got a little bit of a drip, and as you know, water, dripping's not good. So, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure your water to the washing machine is turned off and make sure it's unplugged from the electricity. Once that's done, you can then disconnect the hoses from the back of the washing machine and drain any water that may be inside into your trusty Home Depot bucket. After that's complete, then you can look to removing the access panel from the back of the washing machine. Now this will of course expose some water connections and electrical connections. So if you had like a faulty switch, you can actually access that through this panel as well. Our main focus here is going to be our intake valve. Did a little bit of digging, a little bit of research, and discovered that that was the culprit. So we ordered a new one. They're pretty straightforward. This intake valve sits inside of a bracket, and there's one screw that holds it into place. Now besides that, there are some connectors that you'll see here in a second. And we just wiggle them to slide them off, and then there are also some clamps to keep the water hoses that are connected to it firmly in place. And what's also pretty wild is when we took this out, you guys can see it looks really good. So it has to be one of the solenoids inside that valve that just wasn't closing properly. And with the old one out, fairly easy to slide the new one into place. And this is a Kenmore top loader. And here I'm just checking all of our sensors, our wires, since it's disconnected, just making sure that the connectors are in good shape and there are no frayed wires or no exposed wiring inside that access panel. Once everything looked good, I just reconnected it to the electric connectors, locked it back into place, and screwed it back down. Slid our clamp back over, and then checked everything to make sure it was nice and snug and no water was going to leak from inside. And once that was completed, well, it's time to put the access panel back on. And there were only about 4, maybe 5 screws that held that access panel into place. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable making a change like this on your washing machine, leave it to the professionals, but this is definitely a pretty simple, pretty straightforward DIY project. Once it was all put back together, we had to test it. And as you can see, no drip like we had before. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss anytime we update a video. And remember, make it, bake it, fix it. Whatever it is, do it yourself. Do it again.
Do it. Do it. Stop giving me laugh.